All right, here we go. Monday, Sports Bet Betting Insight today. Pauly and Teddy. All the betting news you need to know in less than 20 minutes. I'm at Real Sports Bet on Twitter. He's at Teddy_Covers. College football starts Saturday. 2 games. We'll get to that later in the week, but it's finally here with college football. Rob Vino to talk Pac-12 this week as well. We'll recap what happened in the NFL preseason in the final segment. And we have Monday Night Football tonight, ESPN. The Ravens and the Colts. Big move on the side and a big move on the total. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. Vicious beat Saturday. Braves minus 160. 3-0 top of the ninth. 2 outs, nobody on. You guessed that they blow the game. Rockies get 3 in the ninth, score 2 in the 10th, and win 5-3. They sweep the 4-game series from Atlanta as they just finished a stretch of playing 44 games against teams with a winning record and crushed it well above 500 during that stretch.
Yeah, and we probably should use the Moose photograph for this one, because when you have a 3-0 lead, you're minus 160, you're the chalk for the game. You're up 3-0 in the ninth. You have 2 outs and nobody on. You're supposed to cash that ticket just about every time. Instead, double, single, 3-run score tie in the ninth, 2 more in the 10th. Atlanta, minus 160. That's a choke job. Bad beat for Braves backers on Saturday. No question, Pauly.
Yep. And the Rockies' numbers 30-14 during that treacherous schedule. Not only a half game out of first. Friday, the Astros minus 150. I had the Astros in pocket. They led 3-2 in the ninth. Runner thrown out, trying to score on a double. Called out, overturned on replay. I didn't see how they were able to overturn that on replay. Not clear evidence he was safe. In any event, they change it, ruled safe. Walk-off home run in the 10th. The A's win. They also won Saturday, lost yesterday. An amazing story. They were 60-1 at William Hill at the All-Star break to win the division. 60-1. They're only a game back now. And Friday, the Yankees-Jays game over 8.5. 7-5 in the 7th. It's a winner. Whoops. Rain delay called after 7 innings. You don't get the cash. That's a refund.
Yeah. And then honestly, I think that's the worst rule in sports betting. And the rule exists just to avoid confusion, because bookmakers didn't want to explain, no, well, the total's decided, but the side wasn't, so therefore we got to refund these and not refund those. The only reason overbets don't cash in rainouts is so the bookmakers don't have to explain it to newbies. It's a bad rule. It'll burn you once or twice a year. Certainly burned you with the Yankees-Jays over on Friday night when they scored 12 and it's only the 7th. That's supposed to be a winner. Instead, it was a push.
All right, some bad bets. Winner of the play of the day winner and a loser. There was the loser. Bills-Browns over 38.5-43. This was tough. Everything we wanted. Quarterback battle. Both teams. A lot of passes, although they couldn't get a first down when McCarron was in there. A missed field goal, a missed extra point. 19-17 final. Saints from 3 up to 5.5. They lost by 5. Raiders, how about this move? 3-point dogs went up 2.5-point favorites and lost 19-15. Under came in there. Big move on the under, 42.5 down to 39. And 49ers Texans over 41 up to 43, 16-13 final. All losers.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't understand all the Saints money bet up to 5.5. Drew Brees didn't play. Taysom Hill played. Taysom Hill was not good, and that's putting it mildly. He put the ball on the ground. It felt like every other time he had it. A couple of lost fumbles and turnovers doom New Orleans in that ball games. Once again, Arizona wins a game in which they get outstatted. The Raiders and the Rams, that was an interesting one because the Rams really didn't care at all. Unfortunately,
neither did the Raiders.
Matter for Raiders backers because A, the Raiders didn't care that much more, and B, they certainly didn't execute very well. LA gets the win. The books keep all of that Raider money, all of that Saints money, and all of that money for the Bills-Brown overs. Those were very good results for the house.
Great quote from Gruden after the game. He went for 2 in the fourth quarter when they were down 1. They asked him why. He says, the last thing I wanted was overtime. Of course, bad for the books. Diamondbacks yesterday, 185 up to 210. Beat the Friars. Yankees 230 up to 270. Happ now 4-0 as a Yankee. Easy win there. Astros, bet them again, still strong on the road, although they avoided the sweep. 133 up to 155. They won 9-4. Chiefs plus 2.5. Went off the favorite, laying 2.5. What a pass by Mahomes. 70-yard touchdown and triple coverage to Hill. They win 28-14. There was a pick 6 in there. Raiders, Rams under, as I mentioned, and Bears, Broncos over 41 up to 43.5. Bears were down big in that game. 2 late scores to get the money and to put it over the total.
Yeah. A couple of sportsbet pat on the backs from these results here. Certainly, J.A. Happ getting another win for the Yankees. We told you about how well the starters who were traded at the deadline are doing with their new teams. That's continued since we showed it to you. Happ, another win for the Yankees over the weekend. And, I mean, you talk about Mahomes and that pass. Talk about a tale of 2 halves with KC and Atlanta. Atlanta dominated that first half. We'll talk about that a little bit more later in the show. But second half, when point spreads are decided, was all Kansas City. Falcons starters were better, but Mahomes hit that pass, and the Chiefs' backups were a lot better than those of the Falcons. That's certainly not a great result for bookmakers here in Las Vegas or offshore. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.